Now, I will say how I mentioned earlier in the campaign where it's just nothing but boss fights and stuff. The ashes of the damn boss fight is so annoying. Hard is one word, but I'm going to use the word annoying because it again is a bullet sponge enemy that you just have to go through waves of surviving it and dealing damage. But what really, really ticks me off with the Ashes boss fight is that you are required to use the vehicle that you traverse the map with, Old Tessie in Ashes. It is I don't even want to say the key, but it's the only thing you can really use during the boss fight. You have to ram it with the truck, and then you have to use a turret on top of the truck to deal damage. Now, technically, yes, you can use bullet weapons to deal damage, but it's literally so inconsequential that it doesn't matter. So, being forced to use the new mechanic and again, a boss fight, it just really dumbs down the experience of it for me. So, like Ashes, even though I love what's happening with the story, like the overarching story with zombies with the old characters, but new versions, like new dimensions of them that we're unfamiliar with. The big boss, the Warden. I love this guy, dude. I love the Warden, but a lot of the mechanics in the Ashes boss fight or just in Ashes period requiring the truck, it dumbs down the experience so much for me that it's not as fun. But the new map that recently came out, Astra Malorm, actually beat the Easter egg last night. Again, same deal. The Easter egg steps are actually fairly easy, but when you get into the boss fight, it's just a bullet sponge enemy, and that's kind of lame. I was even talking about it last night with some friends. I was like, I wish they would have bring it back where like there is no real boss fight, but like major story revelations and stuff like that. Things like Moon from Black Ops 1, or I'm trying to think of another great Easter egg. Origins was also a great one. Because that one technically wasn't really like a pure boss fight, I would say. But it required a high level of survival, and as a kid back in 2012, it was insane. But I mean, 2013, I guess. But I really enjoy zombies, and I'm like, honestly, that's where I'm spending most of my time is just leveling up guns,